It's tiny! In the UK, we often suffer from these grey, miserable days, especially in the winter, and it makes videoing fairly difficult unless we have some lighting. The Aputure's size works both for it and against it. Against it, people would say things like, it's not bright enough, there are only 9 LEDs. Actually, what works for it is its size, because there's nothing to stop you just putting this in your pocket and taking it out with you, and you can place it within a scene to light something up, or use it as a fill-in, just hold it there, or put it on top of the camera and use it as a fill-in light, even on bright days maybe, to fill in some of the shadows, the facial shadows and things. So it is useful, and I think it's something that I'm going to use an awful lot. The other thing is, it has a rechargeable battery inside. You can recharge it from a USB socket, and the battery is supposed to last for about 1.5 hours lighting time on full power. It gets a little bit warm, but that's okay, it's not too bad, and it's something I think that I'm going to use a lot. One way that these lights can be very useful is for the lighting up of shots that are lit from the other side or from the side, so that you fill in the shadows to make it more interesting to look at. For instance, here's my prize plant, and if I put a bit of light on it, it's backlit at the moment, and now I've highlighted something on the front there to make it look a bit prettier. Here's a shot of my little lemon pip that's growing in a pot next to a little dead orange tree, and basically it's lit from the back. I can use this light to bring the colours out perhaps. And just by getting it into the right position, you can make a dull shot look quite nice, I suppose. This is a side lit shot from the window where the grey light is streaming in, as you can see, but just put the light on it and it brightens that dull side up a little bit. And it's just slightly brighter on the left hand side. So these lights can be used in order to brighten up some dull shots. It's so small that you can just place it in the scene somewhere, not seen, if you see what I mean, and it makes the picture a bit more interesting to look at. The Aputure has 9 LEDs and they're covered with a diffuser which stays on with 4 magnets. Dead easy. It comes with 3 gels, which really I'm not very impressed with for the price of the unit itself. They're very, very flimsy, and they will soon get lost or damaged or whatever. But this one is the one that's used to diffuse the light. We've got a blue one, we've got an amber one to change the colour temperature. And the way they fit is you just basically place it on and the magnet top goes there, and that's it, the filter is on. Personally, I don't like that arrangement, and I would have liked something a bit more substantial in a light costing this much. The cold shoe mount is just a little gripping device, so you place the light inside the gripper, tighten up the bolt on the back, and then you just fix it to your camera via the hot shoe, and then you've got a nice little light on top of your camera to fill in the shadows. The light is very easy to operate with its on-off switch at the top, a minus and plus to adjust the brightness, and a charging port down at the bottom there, which comes from a USB port. Very, very simple unit to use. But it really is tiny.